Hi, this is Mr. Petrimo, and I would like to give you a quick rundown of the Sphero Edu program of basics getting connected, and then a really basic program and an overview of all the available options. So the first thing we're going to do is connect to our robot. Click that button. And we're going to search for robots. Hi, this is Mr. Petrimo, and I'd like to give you a quick rundown of the Sphero Edu app and connecting to Sphero Robots, and then just a quick little overview of the programming and the basic commands that we will use for programming our spheros. So the first thing we will need to do is to connect to the robot. Click on the connect button, and the robots operate on Bluetooth, so they should be close or at least in the same room as your computer. We're going to connect to the Sphero Mini, and now we see that down here in the corner we are connected. So there's a lot of options here. We can simply drive, but that doesn't really involve any coding at all. So we're going to go to programs and we're going to create a new program. We're going to make sure we're on blocks and mini. For the advanced students, we could use text later on in the program. But for now, we're going to use the blocks and the mini, and we're going to go create, and it's going to load up a blank canvas. This is going to give us our canvas for block programming with all of the capabilities of Sphero. Notice at the bottom are all the different blocks that we have. Roll at blank angles for blank speed for blank seconds, so you can fill in all of those operators. Stop, speed, heading, spin, motor, stabilization, reset, aim. So the robots are actually quite sophisticated. So I'm going to start off with a roll at, and I'm going to change it to 180 degrees, so it should be rolling backwards. And then I'm going to set it at a modest speed. These robots can go quite fast, so we're going to set it at about 92, maybe about 90. Sometimes a little difficult to get right on the number you want, but you can always click and type in exactly what you want. Okay, so I'm at 90 for a very short 2 seconds. That should make it roll backwards. Then I'm going to make it roll frontwards. So I'm going to put in a second block, and I'm going to have it set to 0 degrees. I'm going to set that one also for 90. And then again for 2 seconds. So it should go out and then come back to me. Now, down on the bottom you have also lights, movements, lights, sounds, controls, operators, comparators, sensors, events, variables, and functions. Some of these are not usable with the Sphero Mini, such as the sensors. The sensors will come into play if we end up using the Sphero Bolt, the more expensive model. That has sensors that you can program to if it collides, if it sees an object. There's a lot of different options you can do for there. And comparators and operators. For the Sphero Mini, it's pretty basic, which is perfect for our beginning coding. So we can change the main LED light, and we'll put that in the first spot so that the first thing the robot does is change the light. And then I'm going to select a nice red. And then I think when it turns around and comes back to me, I am going to have it change to a nice blue. And then we should be able to see. Now, what you can't see is I'm placing the Sphero on the floor, and then I'm going to hit the start button, and it's going to run my little simple code. And it did exactly that. Red, go out about 2 feet, turn around, turn blue, and then come back for 2 feet. Now, the projects that I'll be using this with will be a lot more sophisticated than the simple go out 2 feet, turn colors, and come back. So we can watch some of the videos later in the Nearpod lesson, and My ideas will be to have kids actually running mazes and have color zones and spin zones. You might have noticed there was a spin movement here, spin 0 degrees for so many seconds. So we can do all kinds of fun things with the kids and get those lights flashing and those spins going and have a good time. So thank you for listening. I appreciate it.